Fortnite is getting roasted. From the Sabrina Carpenter collab to Leatherface, let's talk about it. Fans have waited all this time for Espresso to hit the shop, and now it is finally released and sounds like this. Yeah, Sabrina's somehow a chipmunk in Fortnite lore, so I guess maybe she needs to lay off the coffee. Players poke fun at this so much that Fortnite actually removed it from the shop. Hopefully she isn't handed an RPG, but even that wouldn't work. Players have been desperate to get their hands on the pumpkin launcher for like a year now. Of course, Fortnitemares is the perfect time to bring it back. Well, there's only one on the map, and the funniest part, Epic forgot to unvault rockets. Literally no one has any ammo. Somehow things get more absurd. Imagine hearing Leatherface is coming to Fortnitemares, only for him to not have a leather face. In the films, he's iconic for literally wearing a person as a mask, and obviously we can see why Fortnite didn't do that. But for some reason, they didn't even give him leather, it's just some fabric. And his face is also way too visible compared to the films, with some fans saying this is not Bubba. One of the strangest decisions is punish players for wanting a Halloween emote. Let's say you want to use the boot dance or the ice sculptor. Great emotes, yet you're not allowed to buy them. These have been locked behind bundles like Edward Scissorhands and the Pumpkin King, forcing you to spend thousands of V-Bucks even if you only want to dance. But fans have a problem with a collab that hasn't even happened yet. Disney's huge Fortnite game is in the works, and they've already dropped some worrying details. They tell us that not every Disney outfit will be playable in VR or even able to hold a gun. Let's just say fans are not happy. At least Iron Man can hold one, but his counterpart War Machine has been banned from flying. Yeah, Epic just removed his extremely popular item, the jetpack. They designed an entire landing pod around giving players this thing, and yet it vanished. Not to mention, it's kind of Epic's fault people stopped using it. After nerfing the thing constantly, it eventually became useless compared to Iron Man's flight kit. The worst part, War Machine's jetpack is gone for the rest of the season, stopping us from completing his loadout forever in the middle of a Marvel season. Now, as you know, pay to win isn't really a thing in Fortnite, but they never said anything about pay to lose skins. That's because Edward Scissorhands has a massive flaw. When you zoom in the sights, yeah, he's blocking half the screen with those stupid hands. And when it finally released, players hopped on the witch broom and laughed. Every year they forgot how bad it is and are excited to use it, only to be disappointed every single time. Not to mention, we're literally in a Marvel season. You can fly around as Iron Man, so why would anyone choose a witch broom that's 5 times slower? Players pointed out they both have the same cooldown and mid-air cancel features, so there really isn't a single advantage to picking this thing up. And don't forget how they're basically impossible to find. Witch brooms only come out of assault challenges and epic chests. Now all of this started from a single live event, one that Fortnite was hyping up as a mix between a mini story and a fully fledged event. Of course, I'm talking about the absolute Doom boss fight. This had an entire cinematic design for it, so when we were thrown into a fight straight afterwards, fans were hyped. That's when they realized they were about to shoot a giant NPC for like an hour. He had trillions of health, and Epic for some reason didn't think it would take that long. Well, considering this boss fight was in the middle of a battle royale match, people were too busy fighting each other instead of shooting him. So they gave everyone a 3 times damage multiplier, finally allowing us to kill Doom. Okay, so very cool, but now what? They killed off the biggest villain of 2024 just to make way for the Halloween theme. While I personally like this lead up, some fans are upset that Doom wasn't the season finale, and I can understand that. But they're also making sacrifices for this so-called metaverse idea Fortnite has been trying. Obviously, players love the Lego and festival style modes, but those are fully original games made just for us. Now Epic is making everyone nervous by talking about expanding it even more. They've said in the future they want to allow a seamless experience between Fortnite, Minecraft, and Roblox. Immediately fans are terrified, asking if it's just going to be some kind of game launcher in the future, and saying Epic has bigger problems to solve right now. Let me know if you agree. One of those would be fixing chainsaws. By now I think we all know there's only one rule when it comes to new items: no fun allowed. For a couple days, new weapons are always incredible, and the chainsaw had combos and skull dashes that let you go super far. wasn't long before Epic ruined it by nerfing this combo, and then players found a way to cancel their charged attack by switching items. This made the item super fun. I bet you'll never guess what Epic did next. Yeah, obviously they banned it from working. We're currently a few weeks into Fortnite, so most people have forgotten about our very first impressions. Before we could even drop into the Halloween update, there was one big problem. It was meant to go live on Friday the 11th, with players booking the day off school or work and just staying up all night to play it. Well, that's until 1 hour before downtime, as Epic announced the update will be delayed by an entire day. People were furious, saying things like, "My friends called off for work and school today, and we're off to a great start, huh?" They really left this one to the last second. And as we approach the end of the season, it's easy to forget this thing is still Marvel themed. Especially now that most of the superhero stuff is complete, we're probably not getting any more Marvel items until next chapter. So when fans realized this, they freaked out, knowing we were meant to get a ton of Chapter 2 items this whole time. Fortnite had them in the files ready to go, and then just never dropped them. As one of the most popular leaks of the season, we hope they change their mind because it is such a missed opportunity. Instead, we're getting items like the Marvel McLaren. Okay, I gotta double check, but I think I'm reading that correctly. Fans are saying Epic is basically just throwing darts, and whatever lands on is the next collab. How is this real? The Doom McLaren? Wait until you find out how much this original outfit is. Cobalt Snowfoot seems like a pretty basic skin, something you'd find in a starter pack maybe. But what if I told you this dude is about to cost $500? Yeah, on November 22nd, Black Friday, Epic will give this outfit to anyone who buys an upcoming PS5 Slim Fortnite bundle. For reference, the Slim costs $450 or $550 if you want a disc drive. Players thought Epic were done with the exclusives. It's been a long time since we had something like this. I will say, it hasn't been officially announced yet, so this may change, but right now it has caused players to be super confused. So earlier, we showed you the fan response to Leatherface. Well, it's not just his design that has people laughing. Leakers have confirmed that he will not be a boss on the map. Yeah, we're talking about the guy they designed an entire chainsaw item for. And we also will be able to buy these classic Fortnite skins. Despite the fact Halloween is swiftly approaching, Epic is not bringing back Ash Williams, Ghostbusters, or any of the Universal monsters. Instead, they gave us Moon Knight. Fans are also desperate to see the High Stakes Club back, especially when vampire hunters like Blade are in the shop. Although we all have to admit we're pretty happy to see the return of Eddie Brock and Venom. Even this collab has caused a major storm on social media, because technically Fortnite spoiled the movie. The Last Dance isn't even out yet, and Epic has confirmed She-Venom will have a cameo. Her skin description even called her a new symbiote and an ally for Eddie. Not to mention, Agony is in the same bundle, which no one expected to see in the film. But obviously, the surprise is ruined now. The funniest part is they even tried to cover it up by removing the word new from She-Venom's description, which you're not fooling anyone here. Did you know Mrs. Incredible spent more time in the shop than Billy and quickly became one of the most controversial outfits of all time? It took over the internet for a whole week and was labeled by fans as the most distracting skin of 2024.
Are you 555? Thanks. What's are you 555?
Well, this got so popular, hilarious articles are being made to warn parents about the meme. By the way, if you want a soccer skin or an NFL outfit, it actually doesn't work right now. Players are saying they can't change the numbers on the back or swap edit styles, while others have claimed they can't equip their skins at all. It is one of the only times we've seen an outfit become unusable for this long, all caused by the Fortnite update. I guess the NFL guys are too scared of Jigsaw. The biggest missed opportunity this Fortnite has to be the absence of Jason Voorhees. All year, fans have been eagerly waiting for the collab after the official account teased the crossover back in June. Turns out they were just baiting us because he's nowhere to be seen. Fortnite's even had Easter eggs referencing Jason before, so we could only hope to see him next year. Now, if you thought Marvel McLarens were weird, wait until you hear about the next Spidey collab. We're about to get Spider-Man Venom cars, which is already super random, but they'll include skins Fortnite doesn't even have yet, like Spider-Punk. Oh, and if you want these cars, you can't actually buy them in Fortnite. You need to spend Rocket League credits, not V-Bucks, and then you'll unlock them in both games. So yeah, a lot of fans are freaking out over how strange this is, but it gets even funnier. Spider-Woman is coming to the game as an outfit. Amazing, except despite the fact this is basically a Spider-Verse collab, she is rumored to be based on the comics. A lot of fans are left with just one question: what's going on? Those are some of the funniest controversies of Fortnite. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.